back to One Hit Wonderland, where we take a look at the full careers of bands and artists known for only one song. And this episode is for the ladies.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. Yes, today we are talking about God's gift to ladies' nights and male strip shows across the nation. Oh my god, this song is so stupid, but you can't help but enjoy it, right? There's just something about this ridiculous freaking song. And today we're going to take a look at the two BBWs you see there singing it, the Weather Girls. Believe it or not, those two people are not, in fact, Martin Lawrence and Tracy Morgan in fat suits, but two actual singers with voices powerful enough to flatten even the buffest Chippendales dancer. Well, it may have been raining men, but it was not raining hits. Their chart success quickly dried up. I mean, their name was The Weather Girls. When even your name is tied directly into your only hit, you can't be that surprised when you don't have a second, right? Well, you'd be surprised. The Weather Girls were a serious group who deserved some serious consideration. No way, right? How is this campy novelty act worthy of your respect? Well, let's find out. And leave those umbrellas at home, because tonight we're gonna get absolutely soaking wet! Yeah, don't think too hard about that. Now, already in this review, I have made several references to the fact that the Weather Girls were two ladies of size, let's say. I'm sure there are some who would tell me that was rude of me to even mention it. As a rebuttal to that, I would like to point out that the Weather Girls' original name was 2 Tons of Fun, so it's gonna come up. Those particular 2 Tons of Fun are Martha Wash and Izora Arnstead. Both got their start singing gospel in their local churches, but they both started getting interested in their local disco scene in their hometown of San Francisco. And that's where they met a man named Sylvester. Sylvester is mostly known nowadays for being one of the very few openly gay artists of his time. Now, disco itself sprang from the gay nightclub scene, but you know, being open about that kind of thing was still kind of taboo. I mean, even most of the Village people weren't officially out of the closet. And this guy Sylvester, he made the Village people look like Van Halen, so he was kind of a groundbreaker because he was not shy about it. Like, in fact, he kind of bordered on being a drag queen, although he did not like being called that. Sylvester was the one who discovered Martha and Izora and decided to make them his backup singers. He's also the one who named them 2 Tons of Fun. If they were bothered by that, they've never said anything. God knows I would have been. Sylvester had several hits with those two on backup. I've seen some people say that the girls probably deserve more credit on those songs than he does. And they also released a few records without Sylvester, meaning they were both his backup and his opening act. A few of their original songs were big hits on the dance charts, but this was like 1980, 1981. The disco scene had already died pretty abruptly by that point, so it didn't have any real crossover success. And then Mother Nature sent them these two men. The first was Paul Schaefer, whom most people know nowadays as the bald guy who laughs at David Letterman's jokes. The other is named Paul Jabara, a guy who wrote many of Donna Summer's biggest hits. Together the two Pauls wrote a silly song called It's Raining Men. Jabara offered it to Donna Summer first, but around this time Donna found Jesus and was not so much into the dirty sexy stuff anymore. Allegedly it offended her so much that she mailed Jabara a Bible the next day. In any case, she turned it down. As did Cher, Diana Ross, and hilariously Barbra Streisand. I would kill to hear that version. It's raining men, hallelujah. 2 Tons of Fun weren't particularly interested in recording it either, but eventually Jabara won them over. And to accommodate the new song, he even got them to change the name of the band to... Hi.
We're your Weather Girls. And leave those umbrellas at home.
I really can't help it. I think this song is awesome. And it's just so dumb. The joke is so belabored that you have to kind of take it as literal. Like, literally, the skies have opened up and are sending hot guys plummeting towards the ground. Like, they're gonna get absolutely soaking wet with blood and guts covering the street. I know that's not where they meant to go with it. It's just hard not to think about it. Believe it or not, It's Raining Men didn't even break the top 40, but it was a #1 dance hit, and around the time MTV was redefining what constituted a hit anyway. I have to believe that the video is part of the reason the song got so big, because it is a prime slice of early 80s cheese, including gut-bustingly literal interpretations of the lyrics, ridiculous sets and outfits, and egregious special effects failures. Christ, I can do a better blue screen than that. Seriously. Mother Nature is sure rocking that satin moo-moo. You know, I didn't know that women wanted Mother Nature to send them flashers and trench coats. Despite being ostensibly a song for heterosexual women, this song caught on as a major gay anthem too, for pretty obvious reasons. Well, for one, it's camp as hell, but it's more than just that. Because you can tell this was written by men. Like the whole giggle giggle, we're checking out hot guys thing, I guess women do appreciate that, but that's not generally how women think. They don't fantasize about men as a group, they think about a man, but not men. Like thinking about entire genders, that's a guy thing. Like, What a Man? That was a song written by women. It's Raining Men clearly was not. So when this quickly became a song about men, for men, it probably didn't come as a surprise to anyone. But it also cut on the heteronormative mainstream too. I mean, I think this song is awesome. And for the most part, it's because they just sell it. Like, they do not hold back. And obviously, neither of them were going to give Irene Cara or Whitney Houston any competition in the looks department, but you would never be able to tell just by listening to them. They are completely and totally without shame. Matter of fact, doesn't Chris Rock have a bit about how the only people with any self-confidence in the world are
big, fat, black women? Nobody likes who the fuck they are except fat, black women.
Well, Chris Rock is qualified to make that statement, and I am not, but it would not be a surprise to me if he was thinking of It's Raining Men when he wrote that bit. Because, listen to them, they just sing it with so much gusto. And Martha and Izora are really good singers too, and they contrast well off each other. Izora has the gritty voice, and Martha is the clearer, more Mariah Carey-ish one. And obviously the novelty of two women who looked like that helped sell the song too. The big question is, no pun, the big question is, how do you follow a song like that? Well, you know, a running theme of this show is that artists don't get that second hit because they blatantly tried to recycle their first. And the Weather Girls, sadly, are one of those groups. But the song they tried to recreate was a little more ridiculous than most. It's Raining Men is about womankind being given the gift of hot guys through some bizarre, natural, supernatural phenomenon. How do you write a second that? Well, it turns out Jabbar and Schaefer found a way.
Hi, we're your weather girl. And have we got holiday news for you? You better listen. This is an open letter to Mr. Santa Claus. Tell him.
Yep.
Bring me a man. Bring me a man this Christmas. Dear Santa.
Yes, in the proud tradition of such seasonal classics as Monsters Holiday and Simpsons Christmas Boogie, we've got a Winter Wonderland themed reworking of their first hit.
Come on, Santa, come through. Bring me a man.
God bless Father Christmas. He's a single woman too.
Dim the lights down low and let it snow.
It's snowing men. Hallelujah. Oh my god, I wish all the bands I covered on this program did a Christmas version of their only hit. Think about it. Kung Fu Santa, play that Christmas music, Elf Boy, don't tell my heart, my holly jolly heart. If for some reason I ever wind up with a hit, I'm going to immediately repackage it for Christmas. This song goes on for 6 minutes, by the way. Okay, obviously, this song did not become the next Santa baby. The Weather Girls stuck it out for a few years after that, but they could never really get anything else to chart. By the way, this album was titled, tragically enough, Success. You know, now that I look at this, their managers may have had them play up the whole fat thing a little bit too much. You know, it's weird, where 2 Tons of Fun were a very serious, legit group, despite the name, the Weather Girls were very jokey. Their next album's title track was a cover of Frankie Valli's Big Girls Don't Cry. And to be honest, the Weather Girls are kind of hard for me to listen to for more than one song in a row, because they kind of turn the volume to 11 every time they sing. It always makes me feel like I'm being sprayed with spit. If there is one song I'd sing aloud, it'd be Land of the Believer, which is one of those cool, weird, semi-exotic 80s songs. But no, this was not a hit. They never had another hit. And after their third album flopped in 1988, the two broke up the band. Yep. Well, first of all, Zora kept the act going and continued performing as the Weather Girls with her daughter Dinelle, and they released a few more albums and toured until Zora's Too Early Death in 2004, and Dinelle is still keeping the name of the band alive today. Martha Wash, meanwhile, had a much better career after leaving the Weather Girls. It turns out the early 90s dance scene was even better for big booming voices like hers than the late 70s. Martha Wash recorded some big hits during the house dance era, most frequently as the vocalist for the dance act Black Box. You will notice that in this video, the part of Martha Wash is being played by a hot person. That happened a lot. Most people don't remember Black Box anymore, but you probably do remember one of Martha's collaborations on another dance act's big song. Hell yeah. Again, note the lack of Martha in the video. Eventually she got sick of that and sued to have her name used. And this was right after Milli Vanilli, so it was a big controversy at the time. And she won the lawsuit, and after that she started putting out her own solo records. They never became mainstream hits, but the gay community absolutely loves her. You know, like Lady Gaga. If Lady Gaga were like 5 times larger. And even though Martha is a straight woman who grew up in the church, she's always been super cool and supportive of them too. You know, a lot more so than the Queen of Disco herself was, I might add. Classy lady, that Martha Wash. Honestly, if you're going to check out more of the Weather Girls stuff, I'd recommend the stuff they made before and after they were the Weather Girls, because it was a lot better than most of the things they released under that name. Then again, I didn't think any of their songs were bad either. I mean, I like it at least as much as the stuff Aretha Franklin was putting out in the 80s. Oh yeah, I can see why they didn't take off, but the world certainly wouldn't have been a worse place if the Weather Girls had made it rain a little longer. Seriously, who doesn't like It's Raining Men? I like them. Weather Girls get a thumbs up from me. Good night, everyone, and be careful and watch out tonight for some plummeting, screaming men.
It's raining men.